Want to attract top tier clients who are willing to pay high prices? You'll need the roadmap to be able to roll out the red carpet experience that those clients are looking for. And that starts with packaging. In this week's video, I'm teaching you how to identify the true results that your clients are looking for, identify what it would take for your clients to experience those dream results, and think up easy ways that you can increase the value with little to zero cost and time. Get ready to take notes as we go through the 1, 2, 3 of designing packages that are a win-win for you and your clients. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm an advocate for providing immense value to your clients. And we all know that in our industry, to provide results to our clients, we have to see them more than once. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, the effort and the time that it takes to acquire not only a client, but an ideal client, it's a lot of effort. And so I want to work with people who are my ideal, and that means retention. That means gaining their loyalty. And also us being given an opportunity to provide them with the results, with the experience that they're seeking. And you can't do that if you focus on a la carte. So one of the things that I recommend to all of my clients and program participants is to create a menu that really highlights your packages. And packages is just one word. This could be your subscriptions, it could be your memberships, it could be a treatment plan, but the goal here is to design a really high value, quantity driven bundle that is really rich with everything that she's going to need and create an all-inclusive experience. And by creating an all-inclusive experience, it affords you the ability to provide the full continuum of care. What do I mean by continuum of care? Everything from the prescriptive retailing to her corrective portion of her treatment and all the way into that maintenance phase. And the frequency of those all look different, but you want to have the fluidity to really curate her experience and customize it to her individual needs. So the biggest reason you really want to move away from a la carte is retention, right? You want to retain and gain a loyal client and one who's compliant and committed to her process, especially for those of you that do corrective skincare. You want someone who's committed to their own journey, to their own self-care, someone who's kind of signed on board and said, you know what, this is of importance to me as well. And in exchange for that, you can extend a really significant value by pricing your a la carte in a manner that's going to increase the perceived value. And who doesn't like all-inclusive? I mean, think about it. For vacation and things, I know for me, if I'm on a cruise or a resort, it's like, just tell me up front, what is this going to cost me? And I don't want to have the money conversation again. And I do know that for some of you, always having to say, oh, well, we can add this on for X amount today. Like having that money conversation sort of breaks up that energetic flow that you all are trying to create. And once you have that conversation in the beginning, during your consultation, get her to sign on board with it, you don't have to have that conversation again. You can hyper focus on her experience, and her results. So the first thing here that you really want to lean into is the client and let them tell you exactly where to go. Oftentimes, we are just like wanting to throw up all of our knowledge. We're really excited and we talk a lot. Silence is golden here. So if you have a proper discovery process included with your consultation or your assessment or your onboarding, however it is that you approach it, let the client guide you and give you kind of those cue points as to what is it that she values? Why is she there? Why did she even go on Google or Instagram and look up spa, nail tech? What is she interested in? Find out about her lifestyle, really learn about her. Where has her journey been? Where is she trying to go? What is the experience that she's hoping to achieve? Is she looking for a hard pressed result, or is she just looking for some me time? Everyone is different, but these are going to give you the clues and be the launch pad for how you curate her package or bundle for her. If you have a client that's afraid of like commitment, right? Like she's confident, but she's not quite there. And so presenting her a treatment plan, a semi-annual treatment plan might be overwhelming for her, and not necessarily from a budgetary standpoint, but from a commitment standpoint. Like you kind of have to show and prove with this particular client. So this is where, when you're creating the package for her, you may have to think of kicking off with like a mini series, right? Think 3 to 4 visits, get her familiar with the process, familiar with you, give her some chance to, get a feel for how the services are. But for someone who's not new to this, and like this is what she does, she had someone taking care of her before, for whatever reason, maybe she moved, maybe her girl, moved, whatever the case may be, she's not new to this. She knows she's committed to the process. That person, you can totally do a 90, 120-day treatment plan. So you're going to have to gauge like frequency, as well as determine, is this going to be in phases, right? Do you have someone who requires corrective in the now and maintenance later? Because you and I know maintenance is less frequency than corrective. So maybe her treatment plan, first you present to her what her corrective plan looks like, right? During that phase. Then we introduce the conversation once she's completed that phase, and create a separate package that's maintenance focused. As you and I both know, typically doesn't have the level of frequency that the corrective service has. Okay, so let's get to the conversation about value. When you're trying to sell higher ticket and attract high level, top tier clients, value is not just sometimes like we think, right? It's not always the tangible things or the things that a cost is associated with. So I want you to shift your perspective here and really take inventory of the ways that you can increase the value with little to zero cost. So let's dive into what that could look like. The first thing is the overall experience, right? So you have to ask yourself, what can you do to elevate the experience? Something as simple as welcoming them with a sign with their name on it. Like, not too many places do that. I mean, that's like celebrity status. It's like, oh, they're waiting on me. You walk in, you see a sign. It's like, hey, Tina, welcome, and it just feels good. And what are they seeing? What are they hearing? What are they smelling? Like, really think about the full sensory experience. And then sometimes making minimal investments up front that just pay time and time again. Minimal investments like your linens. Get luxurious linen, to the point where she's like, girl, where did you get these from? Because now she wants one for her house. Luxurious robes, and the blanket and the sheets just feel like silk. Invest in it up front. Sure, linens can get expensive. I get it, but it's one of those investments that pay over and over and over again. And then even like crystal eye mask, or, warm aromatherapy neck pillows, having little pleasantries out, waters, a tea station, a little snack station where she can make her own trail mix on the way out. These are really, really small things that elevate the experience. And when you're really thinking about low cost, right? So let's say you built out this big bundle and your a la carte menu is priced strategically to increase the perceived value. And let's say you have enhancement options like $25 to upgrade to a jelly mask or something. But you and I both know cost per use on that jelly mask is really insignificant for you. And it's not going to cost you more time because your protocol already called for it. You're just switching out the product. So these are just a few ways for you to identify zero to low cost things that are going to elevate the experience. So to recap, the steps that we covered today are how to identify the true results that your clients are looking for, identify what it would take for your clients to experience those dream results, and think up easy ways that you can increase the value with little to zero cost and time. Packaging is really only one part of it. Your package could absolutely have amazing value, But if you are not effective on how to articulate that value and position it in a manner that really speaks to that individual client and what it is that they're seeking and what their pain points and, value is, then your efforts might fall short. In the next video, I'm going to share with you how to position this package that you've put together. So I have a fantastic resource that I created specifically for spa owners. It's our Rapid Revenue Planner. And I'd like to invite you to download it, but more importantly, to use it and make it part of your daily practice. This Rapid Revenue Planner is so much more than just a planner, but what it will help you do is map out how you're going to approach each of your clients in terms of identifying added value and areas of opportunity that you may have not tapped into. And do it in a way too where you can document it and see the data and the metrics afterwards, so that you can ensure that while you're providing the client with value, you're also ensuring that you're doing it in a manner that's profitable for you and your business.